Welcome back to my third part in my Overwatch tier ranking video, or videos, because there's three of them. And I've just obviously sent out my part 2, but I thought because I've not sent out a video in a while, I'll do part 3 straight after. And I've obviously, and I know my audio is not the best. Eventually, hopefully this year, I'll get better audio and better quality equipment to what to use for my future videos. But at the moment, we're just gonna have to bear with, and obviously, thank you for the support that you've been giving me. And I know obviously there's only 3 subscribers at the moment. I've only got 3, and obviously that's poor compared to everyone else pretty much. But yeah, everyone's got to start somewhere. So, but this isn't a ranting on about subscribers and YouTube and all. This is about ranking my favorite Overwatch characters. So, without further ado, this is part 3. Obviously, like and subscribe. That'd be so helpful to me. And let's continue. So, the next character in the roster is Hammond / Wrecking Ball. Now, this is an interesting character because he also, like Doomfist, has very interesting ability. It's probably because he's the most mobile tank / most mobile character in the game, apart from maybe Tracer. But I mean, tank-wise, I don't use tanks a lot. I mean, I'm more of a DPS main, definitely. I'm definitely more of a DPS main, but I do still play tank, and Hammond is one of those tanks that I do use, but not often. So, but this is obviously not the it's not a tier list of which characters I use the most. This is a tier list of how fun, how good the character is. So, Hammond, I actually do enjoy him, but he's probably going to be at the top roster of C. Now, this is just because he is a like I say, fun character to play, but I don't know. Sometimes I just can never do well with him. Apart from that time when I got a quad kill and Havana, but that was just lucky. That was also due to a dumb mercy raising the teammate, so he died twice in my mind. But you know. So hands up. Well, people, some people say that Hanzo takes no skill, and me on an Xbox, I don't understand how people say he takes no skill. Every time I play a Hanzo, I always just miss my shots, and obviously because you're probably bad at aiming. And yes, I'm look at my 2 S tier characters, both of them don't require aim, but I don't know. I can never seem to do well as Hanzo. That could just be me. Like I said, that could just be me being bad. But yeah, I've played this game since it came out, so I should be good in some sort of way. So, but Hanzo's probably going to be below Hammond. He's probably better than those guys because I do play him, especially the Hanzo one-shot game, while I'm skirmishing for competitive a game which takes like 10 years to do, because no one goes on Overwatch anymore because there's no updates. But that's just another argument. But yeah, he's all right. I mean, I think if I could play him well, I would put him higher, but I can't, so that's why he's lower down. Lucio. Now, Lucio's probably the 3rd most used healer. We'll talk about the other one in a bit. Obviously, not as good as Moira, in my opinion. Obviously, I know Moira takes no skill, but you know, okay, bite me. But Lucio's definitely better than Doomfist, definitely better than Genji. Definitely better than Echo. Probably there, I'd say, because I do enjoy Roadhog. So it's probably not better than Rogue. 'Cause probably I definitely use Roadhog more than I do Lucio. So, but why? I mean, he's a good healer. He's very fun and very mobile. Because obviously his skates and his skidding against the along the walls. But obviously I'm not a big fan of healer character. I'm definitely more of a DPS main and then tank and then healer. But I do like using him on Ilios and Lijiang. Obviously, just because those two maps are boopy maps, you can boop them off. And also Rialto with the bridge bit, but it's still in that bit. So it's not as good. I prefer playing DPS on that map than Lucio or healer in general. But for stuff like Ilios especially, is a fun character to play in that because you just like to boot people. May, well, I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings. No, I'm not playing her there. I'm not playing her there. She's not that bad. Above Baptiste, I'd say. Okay, there we go. I'd say above Baptiste. I put her above Baptiste as I never use her. I never use her at all. And it's just like, so I was just scrolling up the screen, and that's why you look weird. That's why the screen moved up. But I don't use mate. I think if I use mate more, it should be higher because, like I say, she's a fun character. The fact that you can freeze people. I mean, playing against it is a pain in the ass, but being there, I mean, it's fun to freeze people. Her ult's good. The obviously secondary fire, which is the icicle shots, they're good damage. I think it's 2 headshot kills a 200 health character. So good damage. Just I don't know. I just don't play her at all. Obviously, you can tell all these characters from C to D. I don't play that often. But anyway, going off of me now, we are going to Orisa. Now, Orisa, probably one of my least used tanks under the other one that's coming later on. But I put Orisa at below Hammond, probably there, yep, above Hanzo. Now, the reason is you've seen what the changes they've done to her in Overwatch 2. I just think that Orisa in Overwatch 2 is funner than this one, just because she's so slow. And yes, she's a shield tank. So you just sit there and you shoot and all that. And also her ability. I mean, ability is good for obviously for you and your team, but it's not like a you press this down, you're gonna get loads of kills. So that's why she's probably gonna be lower down and lower than Hammond, especially. But speaking of tanks, this is the one I was worried about. I might have already put him in part 1, and I should have checked actually, but it don't matter. You'll see me talk about him again. So Sigma, definitely going straight to S tier. My favourite tank to play. Probably lower than those two, because probably using less than, especially Junkrat and Moira. I don't know, he's just a very interesting character, and this is the character that I enjoy, and his ult's not one of those ults that you just do and then it kills loads of people. But I mean, it can do, but it's hard. But like I say, I like his kit, I like his abilities. I say his ult's interesting, the fact that you can just pick everyone. I mean, you can also combo with some other ults, which is what I did yesterday with McCree. His shield is good, the fact that you can just kind of telekinetically push your shield like to the other side of the map pretty much. His I can't remember what it's called. It's like graviton sort of thing, and I'm talking about the Zarya, but it's graviton thing where he obviously sucks up damage and gives him shield. That's good. I'm trying to think of it is obviously his shots are close range, but the good damage and the fact that the bounce around is also interesting. It's just it's just a very unique character. Now Soldier 76, which I think is going to be the last character for today. So soldier. Now probably going to A, probably bottom of A, I'd say. Yeah, bottom of A. Now he's just a classic AR or classic AR DPS character. With the basic kill you get in pretty much every other game. You got your long range AR, you got your sprint, you got your rockets. But obviously he's probably one of the first characters to come to the game. Him and obviously all the best, but he's definitely one of the more famous ones. Him and Trace, I'd say, and Winston. But like I say, his damage is good, his range is good. The healer pad, which is he's like one of the only DPS that can heal. Obviously, I know Reaper can when he shotguns, but it's like proper heal you and your team very well. His ult's good. Obviously, there's the lock-on ability. Obviously, the damage is obviously not like incredible with the lock-on, but you don't need the amazing damage when you just lock onto people. You just go on the squishes, and it should be an easy fight win. And especially if it comboed with the NOA, then it becomes really strong ability. Like the damage it would be unreal. His rocket's strong. He's like I said, you keep him playing like decently close range, which is weird since obviously he's meant to be a long range character, but I can somehow play him close range. But yeah, I think that's it for Soldier 76. Now, obviously, next video will be the last video, part 4. We've got 8 characters to go. Bit more blank characters. I mean, there are a couple there that I'll enjoy talking about. But this is my roster so far. Stay tuned for part 4. Now, part 4 probably won't be today. I mean, unless I have time to do part 4, which I could be able to finish that. But then after part 4's finished, I'm gonna I'll probably explain it more in part 4. I'm gonna go on to YouTube and watch like Overwatch stuff. It's gonna be a bit of an Overwatch themed couple of videos. So thanks so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll be back soon, not in like 5 months time. And yeah, so like, comment and subscribe and all that jazz. And thank you so much for watching, and see you later.